Note to self, don't start filming right when you get in the house because you need like 20 minutes to catch your breath. I'm getting old. It's literally 1 flight of steps. Actually 2 if you're counting. To get like into my building, it's like 1 flight, and then to get into my apartment is another. Plus like, I mean, there's like a few, like there's a tiny landing. So technically, also there's a few steps to get up to my door. So if we're really looking at it, I mean, that's almost, it might as well be like 5 flights of stairs. So it's not that bad. Whew, what a day. I like woke up today like, I'm gonna conquer the world. Woke up early. I was like, I'm gonna go to the studio, have a little studio day, a little me time. Like, what am I gonna work on today? Possibilities are endless. All of a sudden, like, my engine light comes on and my brakes start grinding, like metal on metal. And I was like, oh, literally was like about to turn into the studio and just like did a big U-turn. It was like heading back. I was like, well, something's up. So long story short, I had to drop my car off at the shop and I got stranded all day. The thing is like, I drive a very old car. Like, it's not the oldest, it's 2005, which like, at this point, like, it doesn't feel that long ago, but like, that's a long time ago. It's 15 years ago. So needless to say, I have 200,000 miles on it. She's old. She's an old lady, and the time is happening. You know, it's a Toyota, so it's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's like they can go for a long time, but it's like at the point where things just start breaking. Well, the thing is I don't want to buy a new car because I really like having an old beat up car that I can just like throw garbage in and like hit curbs or like squeeze into like the tiniest parking spot, and it's like, I don't care if someone taps my bumper or like freaking sideswipe the whole thing. I'm not gonna lose sleep, but I had to get new brake pads and rotors, whatever that means. Ladies, am I right? I'm just kidding. But speaking of which, I'd never been to this mechanic before, and I'm always wary of mechanics because they see like a little girl, 30-year-old woman. They see this like young child walking in and they're like, let's see if we can just drain her for all of daddy's money. Well, that didn't happen. They were very nice, very honest people, if I do say so myself. But while I was there, so also, I've never, since I bought the car like years ago, I bought it used. Bought the car about 4 years ago, needed tires. Like when I got it, they were like, you're gonna wanna replace these. Stat. Never did. So for 4 years, I've been driving on already bald tires. Like, not a good idea, but in my mind, I was like, I will drive this until the tire pops, and that's when I will take it in. Because who wants to schedule that time? You know what I mean? It's like, anyway, so while I was there for this, they had like a little sign that was like, buy 2 tires, get 2 free. I was like, okay, throw a couple of those bad boys, 4. My car takes 4 tires onto the vehicle. So, you know, it's not all a wash, because got new tires, you know, to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So now when it rains, I'm not gonna be like, literally, this is how dangerous it is. This is so bad. But so it doesn't really rain here in LA, so it's usually not a problem, but winter is rainy season. So whenever it rains, my tires, I mean, I might as well be driving on a sheet of ice because my tires are like, whoa, we have no tread at all. And we're just like sliding around. My mom's watching this, horrified. I got new tires, don't worry. So now we're all set. So bring on the rain, bitch. But I just got to thinking, you know, because I just also had to take my car in for the alternator again. What? And that was like 600 bucks. But I'm like, you know, every now and then you gotta spend a little bit. It's a used car, what can you expect? And then all of a sudden, you know, this happens, plus the tires, $700. I'm like, okay, now you're being a bitch. And I was just like, you know, killing time throughout the day, like getting a little nervous, like how much is this gonna cost? So what do I do to kill time? I go on Depop and buy vintage clothes and shoes. Like, not a good time to kill time when you're like stressed about money. But, you know, and then I got to thinking, like, how nice would it be to be rich? Like, honestly, it's like, I know they say, they're like, trust me, over a certain amount of money, you're no happier. And I'm like, let's test the theory. You know, there's a lot to be said about rich people. Like, are they good people? I think I should be rich. you know, because it's like, I would do good things with that money. Trust me. It's like, Jeff Bezos doesn't deserve it. Give it to me. I will give away half of my fortune. Are you kidding me? Smell you later. Okay, I will solve world hunger. Just try me. I'm telling you, you're making a big mistake. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me, can you imagine? You know, subscribe, I guess. Because if I ever become so wealthy that I surpass Jeff Bezos, you're gonna want to stick around to see what happens. Okay? I'll tell you what, everyone's gonna be happy. Especially me. Anyway, one of my weird purchases I made, recently, they just came today. These guys? What the hell is this? Never seen it before in my life, but I saw these little things on Etsy and I said, I'll bite. I got some pampas grass coming too. Because these, I ordered these are apparently pampas grass, but these aren't the kind I wanted. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you see pampas grass, I'm like, I want the real like feathery kind. Like what is this? What is this little cottontail? Anyway, it's a big mistake either way because these shed. They're real dried plants. And Maybe's favorite thing to do in the middle of the night apparently is to take each and every one of them out of this vase and knocks them onto the floor. Used to have dried wheat in there. That was the biggest mess. So I took that out, but now she still does it. So I don't know why I'm like continuing to, I don't know. Maybe I'll, you know, if anyone's wondering, let's find out what those are called. It's not in English, so you know what, never mind. Just start Googling. That's my advice. Yeah, if you guys want to get the same plant I have, just start Googling. I don't know. So I was gonna make dinner. I was gonna make soup. Why am I not in focus? I was gonna make soup. I was gonna make minestrone soup. Then I realized I don't have an onion. Do I? No, I don't have an onion. And you know, I like to improvise when I'm cooking. Like, don't have this, whatever, won't use it. But that, can't make soup without onions. I mean, could I? No. You know what, I'm just in for the day because here's the thing. I walked from, you know, I was trying to, you know, I was finding the silver lining today. I'm like, have to drop my car off. Not the day that I planned, but hey, let's get some exercise in, okay? I've been so lazy, like, for the past several years of my life, I'll be honest. And I'm like, starting slow, and that's by walking. Like, literally like what an old person does. Like when their bones are really brittle, like they're like, well, I gotta keep active, so I'll go on a slow stroll. That's where I'm starting because I'm like, gotta start somewhere. So I'm trying to do like, I'm working up to 10,000 steps a day, which is apparently what like the average person is supposed to do every day. What kind of average like, I'm sorry, who are these average people? So anyway, you know, I check my phone, the little like, it counts your steps. So I'm working up to that. I have a goal. So every day I'm trying to like just walk more, choose the stairs, you know, park further away, those kind of things. So instead of like calling an Uber from the mechanic, I was like, I'll walk. Where were they going? Got it. I forgot where this conversation was going. I remember now. So I was like, I'll walk. So I got my steps in for the day. And then it was dark when they called me to pick it up. So I took a scooter. Electric scooter there, which like, I don't know about you, if you've ever ridden one, like those really like work your core and your arms because you're like hanging on for dear life. My point was that I'm like, what am I gonna walk to the corner store and get an onion? I already got my steps in. So I'll make this soup tomorrow. Okay, well, that's all I have to share for now. I'll check in later. I'm back, baby, and I got new brows. I got my eyebrows microbladed today. I was gonna take you guys, I was gonna vlog before I went in, so I'm doing this a little bit backwards. But I was running late and I didn't want to be late for my appointment, so I didn't have time. But I did film some of it. You guys, I've been wanting to do this for over a year. I'm dying. I'm like obsessed. Okay, so I've always wanted to get my eyebrows microbladed because I love brows. I hate filling in my brows. I have pretty good brows, like, you know, they're not like not full or anything, but like, you know, I still like to fill them in. I have some like sparse areas. I have some like bald spots that never grew back from like teenage years of plucking. I just wanted like a little zhuzhing. There's a lot of bad microblading out there, okay? A lot. We've all seen it. And I've just never liked anyone's work like consistently until I found Megan. I'm gonna link her. My battery's dying. What the heck? She does the most amazing microblading. Like, all of her clients look so natural and good. I was obsessed with her. So I've been like following her for a year, obsessing over her work, and just never like bit the bullet to like actually schedule an appointment. So like right before Christmas, I don't know, I just like got it over me that I was like, just book it. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, I'm just like always putting things off like this, where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm dying to do that, and then I just don't do it. So I booked it right before Christmas, and today was the day. She did such a good job. I'm obsessed. I'm leaving her Instagram in the description below, so check her out. If you're in the area and we're thinking about getting microblading, I highly recommend. But she was amazing. Pain level hurt worse than I thought, I'll be honest, because pain like was not something that I thought about in regards to this. Like, I had heard someone say like it hurt, and I was kind of like, maybe you're just like a baby. No, it definitely hurt, but they put numbing cream on. So like, I have tattoos, and I kind of was like, well, this isn't like a foreign kind of thing for me. But the thing about like the skin right here, ooh, that's sensitive. So and it's also like not a tattoo gun, it's like a knife. Anyway, she puts like numbing cream on it, which you can see right here. So it's a topical numbing cream, so it did numb it pretty well, but some areas, and she said this happens and everyone's different, some areas like were more numb than others. So when she's like doing it like on the tails down here, I literally couldn't feel it at all. Like, I could tell she was touching me, but I couldn't feel the knife at all. Like, I could hear the scraping. Like, it's kind of gross, so you can hear it like, I didn't feel it at all, but I felt it like in these areas up here where it's more sensitive. Ooh, not unbearable. Like, it was kind of just like in your head, you're like, ow, but you're not like flinching or like wincing from the pain, you know. It's just very, it's like when you get a paper cut, it's that like, ooh. So my brows, I don't want to touch them because there's like wounds, but like they feel fine now. But they were very tender after. But yeah, I am like truly obsessed. This is like life-changing. It's like, this is exactly how I like my brows to look. I won't have to fill them in, just a little brow gel, and I'm out the door. I love it. So I will have to go back in like 6 weeks to do a touch-up, and the reason for that is when you first get them done, it's really hard to make them look three-dimensional, like with the first few passes. So once they heal, so they're a lot darker right now than they're going to be, but I don't think it looks weird on me because I already have really dark brows, so it pretty much matches. But they're gonna lighten up a bit, turn a bit more ashy. Like right now they're a little bit more warm. So once we're able to see like how I heal, she'll go back in and kind of like add a few more, create some dimension. So yeah, after that 6-week touch-up, which I already scheduled with her, then I'm good. And then you don't have to do anything. You do want to get them touched up like once a year, because it's not like a tattoo that's like fully permanent. It's like not as deep. So over time, like as your skin cells like regenerate and exfoliation, you know, it starts to fade. But I'm so excited. It cost a total of $600. So obviously, like when I booked this appointment, I didn't think that the day before my appointment, I would have to spend $700 getting my car fixed. So that was kind of like a blow, but I basically spent the same amount of money at the mechanic getting my brows done. And sometimes it's a little bit for the car and it's a little bit for yourself, you know? It's like the brows cost about the same as new brake pads and rotors and some new tires. So when you put it that way, it's like doesn't sound that bad. But the only downside is I can't put anything on my brows or above them. So nothing on my forehead for 2 weeks. So I immediately was like, my serums. But what are you gonna do? No pain, no gain, baby. But let's like zoom in here. Look at those strokes. Okay, so my camera ended up dying and that was 2 days ago. I got distracted. But here's my brows 2 days later. They are getting crusty. They definitely darkened. Like the first day I was like, they look perfect. I don't know why she told me they'd be dark because they're not. And then the next day I woke up and it's not picking up so much on camera. And honestly, they look better today. They're darker than I want, but this is normal. But you know, the thing is I'm just like, I'm turning 30 this year and I'm just not taking it laying down. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm gonna be hotter the older I get. I just refuse to not be. And it's just like, it's like as of right now, like the hottest I've ever been was 19 years old. And it's like, that's not okay. But yeah, so that's what's new. Getting hotter all the time. I just got these new jeans. Well, they're not new. They're new to me, but they're vintage Levi's. And honestly, they're a little bit big, but that's okay because my butt looks really good at them. Don't even lie. Don't even lie. These are the Levi's 505s, if anyone's wondering. I got the size. What size are they? I don't freaking know. I think they're men's. 34, 30. You always want to size up a couple sizes for vintage. Oh, all right, my boyfriend's here. I have to go. I'm taking Wizard to the vet today. Okay, it's always something with him. He has been showing signs of like a UTI or something. Like like last night he like went in and out of the litter box like a dozen times. So don't know what that's about. So I'm taking him in today. Hopefully it's nothing major. But knowing me, I'll spend thousands of dollars. Ugh. It's time to end this vlog. I've been filming it for a week. Do you think it's time? Yeah? You heard it, folks. Why isn't it focused on me? I swear my camera just doesn't like me sometimes. I'm exhausted. I've had a long couple days. I feel like I've been like fighting a cold. Should I get bangs? We'll revisit later. And then I know the last time, I'm so exhausted. The last time, hello, that I talked to you, that I vlogged, I was like going to go to take Wizard to the vet. So I didn't end up taking him to the vet because all of a sudden like all his symptoms went away and he was totally fine. So I was like, okay, I'll keep an eye on him. Don't want to, you know, put him through the stress and anxiety of going to the vet. I'll see how he does. And then late last night, I'm sorry, I'm gonna yawn again. Late last night, he started peeing blood. I was like, damn it. And I rushed him to the emergency room because I was afraid that he had like a blockage, which can be really fatal. So I was really scared. And so I spent like many hours there, but he's fine. Luckily. Oh God. They weren't concerned about it. They think he might have a bladder infection that because he has diabetes, he's prone to that kind of business. They gave us an antibiotic, an anti-spasmatic for his urethra, and some pain meds. And he's been doing great. So No more bloody pee. No more pain. And I'm just very tired. So I didn't sleep well last night and I took a nap today, but I'm still tired. And it was $700. So the theme of this video has been me going broke. Yeah, so just spending all of my money. First my car, then my brows, which, you know, that was the fun one. Then Wizard's pee-pee hole. So if you think about it, the eyebrows are, they cost about the same as some blood work and a urinalysis and an ER visit. So when you put it that way, it's like not that bad. But I gotta go. I gotta end this vlog because we gotta get it up on the channel. And subscribe and comment and pray for my son's little pee-pee hole. And I'll see you in my next video.